Hi there. If you've ever wondered how to create speaker notes within a slide set, potentially to submit this to a particular audience or to a presentation in an assignment, for example, here's a quick handy hint or two on how to do that. So to start with, you will need PowerPoint or a similar software, and subject to how and where you need to submit this, potentially you will also need Word or a similar software. So to start with, you create your slide set, which you can do in File and then Start New, which I've already done, at which point you then generate all the content that you are going to put into the presentation. Quite often this will be on the basis of questions you've been posed in a particular assignment potentially. So once you have created all the content, you can then generate slides with notes in two ways. So if you have created a slide, for example, one on the screen here, and I have added some notes on the bottom, which you can see I'm currently in edit mode to do that, then one of the ways you could then create a final submission is by going to File and using the print option. You will see in the print option there is a selection option for all the slides, and then just below that you have the print layout. So if you look at the print layout, it can just print full slides for you, or it could print multiple slides for you, but the option we're looking for is the one that says Notes page. This will then put any notes you've generated below the slide, and it will do that for each page as you go. This particular format, however, does not necessarily get accepted into all the different platforms that we use to submit work into. So you may then have to print this as a PDF. So you can go to your printer, and in most computers now, you can then go and find an option where you can print to PDF, at which point it saves it as a PDF file, and you can then submit this to a relevant place. The alternative method that you could use if the system you're using does not accept PDFs is to use Word document. So I've created my slides, and whilst I'm in edit mode, I can then go and copy the slides over. So for that you need a Word document, and I've already opened one up here. So let's just move that over a bit. I can then go to the relevant slide, and in the actual edit mode on the left hand side, I can then right click, copy, go into the Word document, right click and paste. At which point it puts the slide into a Word document, and then if I click at the end of the slide, I can then transfer the notes over by copying them from my slide notes, copy, and pasting them into the actual Word document. And there we go. At which point this document can be saved in a Word format, which also means if you've been asked to do anything else within your submission other than presentation, you can then go and create a new slide as I've just done. And in the new slide, you can then say task 2, and then you can answer that particular task. So whatever that may have been for you, if it is a written narrative on a particular topic, or if you've had to analyze something, or you've had to include a graph or a chart or a visual of some sort, that can then also go into the same document, which means you have PowerPoint slides within the document, plus normal narrative, and in addition to that you can then also insert images, graphs, discussions, tables, and whatever else you need. You then save this as a normal Word document by going to File, Save As, and the option will automatically be Word document, and you can save that, at which point that format can be submitted to most platforms that's out there. So that's just the easy, quick way of looking at creating notes within a slide set and then actually adding them to a Word document if needs be. So hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully that'll give you some ideas about how to do this without trying to overthink things. All the best.